I got that. It's on here. Yeah, I did see that. I have this clip on here. There was that. I thought you were gonna show me. There's a video clip. There's a video clip of them like dancing around and shit. There's a bunch of people in like frog outfits or something like that in the background. It reminds me of the Steve Colbert thing. You remember like the vaccine dance they were doing and shit like that? I'm watching it, I'm like, what the fuck am I watching right now?
Watch this. It gets better. They're at a bar near the place. They're at a place or something, whatever that.
They're watching it like it's the fucking Super Bowl.
It gets better.
Yeah, I saw this. I saw it. Get rid of the brown people for me. Yeah, I saw this.
There's more.
I know, it's fucking wild. I saw that, I'm like, boy. But they used to have like rooms for people like this to be in. Yeah.
That's my response.
What's up, everybody?
I don't even know.
So,
like, I don't even know.
what's up, buddy?
It's been a few weeks.
It's been a couple weeks. What?
Like,
So
enough about you. Let's talk about me.
what have you done?
Besides fucking smell food, like fucking watching porn and get boners. Yeah.
It's in the middle of your journey of hardcore dieting.
Well, the food I'm sticking with. The food I'm really fucking hitting hard.
Okay.
Because I was at 231 pounds.
Right.
Down to 205.
That's near obese for your size.
Actually, it was morbidly obese, considered.
Yeah,
Borderline
you're
morbidly.
5'9"?
5'9", yep.
Yeah.
It was considered borderline morbidly obese.
I've been consistently overweight for 10 years.
I've been overweight for the last 18.
They don't factor...
Because I've been 200 pounds.
Well, yeah. See, even when I was like a $180, $175, they considered me overweight. Because they don't factor in, like, muscle density. Or,
no, they don't.
It's just weight, height, and whatever.
So...
I'm not like 10% body fat like I used to be, but...
I think my lowest was like 9 ever. And I think I was in high school.
4. Right after. It was like senior year.
Yeah. I weighed hard to believe.
4 fucking...
Hard to believe, right? I weighed 155 pounds when I graduated high school. And I had a 9% body fat.
Oh.
I mean, I had abs. I probably masturbated more to myself in the mirror than actual porn, which we had to pay for. And water was free. Now it's flipped. We pay for water and porn's free.
Yeah, wait a minute. You know...
Thank you, Jeff Dunham.
Sometimes, you know, I don't think about a lot of things like that. But when someone brings it up like that, I'm like, yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, our fucking society went...
You know, people don't really want water all that much.
Yeah, like I said, these...
And now, it's like, well, people don't want porn all that much. Just give it out for free.
Drinks. I haven't had soda. I really
Right.
fucking miss soda. I really do.
Dude, that's like weird and creepy right now. What you sounded. I just want to touch it, caress it a little bit.
I have these, and they're okay.
All right.
They called it the Chat GPT. I've been using Chat GPT a lot.
Vital. It works. It's there.
Hardcore carnivore diet people consider this like they won't have it on the daily. It'll be their cheat drink, like
a Sunday thing.
Yeah, like a once a week thing.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. I looked into these. Next to nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
vitamin. Yeah, there's a little bit in it, but not. It's not like a soda.
Ascorbic acid.
Right. It's not. It's definitely not like soda.
And it's zero sugar.
Yeah. No calories. Yeah.
It's a lot of zeros and
It's something.
no sugar. So yeah, it's.
See, my cheat is honey. Like that's one you could.
Well,
there's people argue. There's half of the community that's like honey counts, and there's other half of that community that's like no, honey doesn't count.
Because it comes from a living animal.
Right, but it's a sugar. So that's where you get like.
That's why tomorrow, being my cheat is going to be my cheat day. I'm going to have me a nice big fucking thing of Arizona DMT. But I actually was commented today. A comment was made to me today. I can really see your slimming. The handles are gone and your face looks thinner.
Good. Exhausted?
No.
Still tired from it?
No, I've passed that. I've gotten to the point now where I've got energy that I don't know what to do with.
Well, that's good. You'd rather have that.
Yeah, my house is constantly fucking clean.
Good.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Fine. Live like a slob. I don't know.
No. Things were great.
Next question is, what have you done to take any steps toward any dream or goal of yours in the last few weeks?
I've been playing video games more.
That's not a goal.
No, it is because my hand-eye coordination, although I think is very on point, especially with my line of work. I mean, for God's sakes,
Driving?
there's more to it.
Driving.
Floating gears. Playing with the engine brake. So, okay. So, you know what floating gears means, right?
Yeah, roughly.
Don't use
You've
clutch.
explained it before, yeah.
Yeah, you basically use the clutch to start and stop. That's it.
Right.
After that, you've learned to hear the RPMs. So your hearing's got to be on point, especially if you have the radio, the CB, and the regular engine sound that from inside the cab. So you got to be able to pull that RPM sound out of the air and hear it for the shifting. On top of that, so I drive a Freightliner Cascadia, fleet truck. It's a day cab. The problem with them is, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Freightliner's a bad truck. It actually is a decent truck. But the engine brake is finicky. You have to literally get a specialist to go in and tune it down. Because when I'm sitting there with the engine brake all the way on, because I like to use the engine brake to slow down, it avoids me not using the brakes. I save a lot. You can, if you drive, sorry.
Wait, you should have used that over the week when you were broke down.
The brake fire? I explain that in a minute too. Thanks, Dick.
I didn't say what it was. I just said you were broke down.
So you can pull 250,000 miles out of a set of brakes.
Okay.
In a truck if you do it right. I've actually met
just don't use them.
if you use them right. I've met a driver who literally said he was able to hit 500K.
I've never changed these brakes in the
Nope.
21 years I've been here.
500,000 miles is a lot of mileage, dude. And if you can pull brakes like that, fucking hey, you're doing something right. So, back to what I was saying. I like to throw the engine brake on when I'm at my steady speed. I throw it on in case I have to start slowing down. When I'm slowing down, I throw it on. I can float down with the engine brake on, no problem, because engine brake in those Freightliners, it'll bomb the RPMs right down. like it's supposed to. Some of them you can tweak it so that it just the RPMs go slower. Sorry. This Freightliners, no, it's right down. So you gotta move fast. It's when you're upshifting, I'm okay with it. I'll get a growl every now and again, which I don't fucking like. But downshifting, no problem. On top of that, I'm monitoring my two side mirrors, my convex mirrors. I'm monitoring my trailer tires, especially after this past week. I am watching my trailer tires like as if they are fucking living, breathing gold that's chasing me to make me rich.
I don't understand how this correlates to hand-eye coordination. This is just multitasking.
So, because I'm listening, moving my hands, I also can't look at the RPMs. I have to hear it. I'm looking at all these things. I'm also moving my arm, trying to shift, steer, and all this stuff, and get the engine brake on and off while I'm accelerating, decelerating. Now, the reason that plays a lot with hand-eye coordination and also factors in my hearing and my reaction time, what does video games do?
Waste a bunch of time.
You got to be able to hear things, even with a regular stereo, with a regular TV. You hear the footprints running from your enemy coming at you, so you got to be able to pick that sound out. On top of that, I got to watch everything on the screen at once.
I know, I don't really listen, I'll be honest with you. A lot of times my volume's turned way down, or I'm listening to something else.
Everybody's different. Well, I played COD with the big one today, and we went 2-2. I tried. I had to try. I won 2 rounds, he won 2 rounds, and I was trying. And I'm like, this is not me. I used to be so like I could literally walk.
I just first-person shooters just never been my forte. Like I was fine with them.
I've always been able to break even, but I mean I had to work for those 4 matches just to win 2 of them.
Yeah, they've never been my thing. Third person, for whatever reason, day and night difference between first and third person.
Oh yeah,
I don't know why.
The Helldivers.
Third person I love. First person I hate.
So, but any real steps I've taken towards achieving a goal or bettering my lifestyle?
Yeah.
I find myself moving around the house more and not being not sitting still and being so restless and being all like, oh, this shit's not getting done. Like tonight, I actually found out, I actually went through, learned how to use a multimeter.
Oh, yeah?
Properly.
Yeah.
So I can determine that the light switch in my kitchen is dead. I don't have an electrical problem. I did it. And I helped.
Good.
Elden Ring. And I helped. One shot to the heel of that boss.
Well, yes.
Still counts. This fucking giant trolls.
Night Ring.
Yeah, Night Ring. But yeah, no, I'm not sitting around as much. Which has gotten me thinking more and more about going to the gym again. And it's like a slow crawl. It's a slow crawl for me. And I already said something. And it's okay, do what you gotta do to get to where you want to be.
Just go.
Yeah, no.
Actually, we're going tomorrow morning.
Nice. But it's kind of one of those things where it's like, all right, well, let me take care of all this stuff first. And I'm noticing over the last couple of weeks especially, that these chores are getting done faster. It's like, okay, I do have time now. It started out with, I want to go to the gym. One of these days I'll go. Okay, I want to go to the gym. Hold on. I want to go to the gym. Well, let me move around the house. Let me get these chores done. Okay, well, maybe if I get these chores done, if I have enough time, I'll get up for half an hour. Well, I don't have time. Wait, these chores are getting done faster and faster, which means I have more and more time in my hands. So I'm getting to that point where it's like, because I've become so routine and I'm moving so fast doing my shit, it's like I do have the time to go. I'm going to start going.
You know what that more sounds like to me?
Procrastinating?
You were using the chores as an excuse not to do it.
No, I was trying just to be more active. Because even sitting around my house, I would power clean in one day. But no, every day now I'm finding myself, like today, had next to nothing to do. Ended up playing video games. Well, I had the doctor's appointments out. And I ended up playing with the big and the little for a little while, just hanging out, doing that thing, but which we haven't done so goddamn long. So today I could have easily gone, but I devoted more family time. So, I mean, I'm finding myself running out of excuses to not go.
Yes, but that's where you have to utilize the stuff that you have in your house. If you're up at 5 in the morning, 6, what time do you usually wake up? 6-ish?
5, 6. Between 5 and 6 in the morning. 6:30 the latest.
Is anyone else up?
No, not usually.
Why not go up and use it then? You're up.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Fridays and Saturdays.
When does everyone else get up? 7?
Fridays she's up at 6, and they're up at 6:30. And then Saturdays, usually no one's walking downstairs till 7:30. I'm already down there 1 or 2 cup coffees deep. Today, I had the majority of the chores done.
See, what you got? Like George's gonna put it on the back burner. That's gotta be second. You get up, no coffee, none of that. You go up, get yourself a thing of water. You go up, put in the work.
It's gotta be water. I'm gonna take urine.
Okay, whatever.
Is it necessary? No, but I do it anyway because it's sterile. I like the taste.
But that's you just go up and get it in, get it done, and then go down, treat yourself to coffee. Now I tell you what, man, when you do it like that, a coffee breakfast is like a fucking gold mine. You're like, oh my god.
What time you go tomorrow?
We're going probably 8. Right when they open, probably 8 in the morning.
How am I supposed to go up at 6 if they're open? If they're not open?
Go to the gym in your house. You have the stuff in your house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use that. If it's in your house, fuck, you can go at 2 in the morning if you wanted to. Whatever you wanted to work out. When I worked at the warehouse, I used to wake up and work out at 4 in the morning. He used to come over at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And we work out for like an hour.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, you get in there,
Oh my God.
get it done. 4 or 5 in the morning, get it done, and the rest of the day is yours. But that's why, like, I work out mostly at work now. It's like an hour lunch. I don't fucking eat lunch.
Yeah.
So I just go in the gym for an hour in the middle of the day. Like, I'd rather do it first thing in the morning. It's just not viable. So, work out at lunch. And that still gives me the entire afternoon. I don't have to worry about it. When I get out of work, I'm done. Unless I feel like, feel like doing something. So I go down, ride the bike or hit the bag or something. But yeah, I just get it done and out of the way.
How about you? How you been? You've had some good important things occurring in your life.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Neither do I.
Yeah, I cut my fingers and they're healing up.
That's what I'm talking about. You almost lost the meat. Yeah.
Yes. the meat. I almost lost the meat. No,
Those 2 fingers he cut. He likes to hook them into the ball and kind of goes down.
they were
Whoop.
they were deep and lots of blood.
Oh, you want to talk about lots of blood? So I won't tell you the details
We're
about
going
how
back to talking about him. Never mind.
Hold on. Scraped my elbow last week.
I got boo.
No. Like a nice, good quarter-size scab.
All right.
So I go to take my shirt off a couple days ago.
All right.
And it was a long sleeve. I'm like, oh, there's a little piece. Oh, Jesus!
Yeah. Oh, no.
It's straight up, dude. It went like this. No, it went, and it was pure red. I'm like, oh, Jesus! There was at least probably a good almost dollar bill sized puddle on the floor. I'm like, can I get a towel?
Yeah.
What happened? I think I'm on my time.
Oh, what'd I do?
I'm a woman.
That's what I did when this initially cut. I don't know if I told you this. When this cut, and then I went to. I wasn't gonna go to urgent care, but then I was like, so I was like, all right, fine. It happened at work, so I went to urgent care, and it had finally stopped bleeding. Like Vaseline was on and everything, and then I take the urgent care. The nurses take the bandage off, and they go, oh yeah, you got that good. And they spread it, and it immediately starts bleeding. I go, what'd you do? She goes, me? I go, you're the one that.
It was fine, so you touched it.
It was. It finally stopped bleeding. Like it bled a fucking like. I got lightheaded from the amount of blood.
I didn't bleed that much, but the part that made me laugh.
Bled a lot.
The part that made me laugh was I did this, and I kid you not, dude. It was like straight up. It was an arc. It arced. I'm like, Jesus.
Turn it off.
My hand on it, threw my arm up. I'm like
Han Solo when he's like the fucking smirking and everything.
Turn it off. That's I did, dude. I freaked. I was like, what the hell? When did it get that thin?
Yeah. No, but yeah. So that's healing up though.
Oh, that's good.
What about you said something about making your knives and everything.
Oh!
We got talking about that before. And then it's like, it's been in the back of my head, like, why doesn't he fucking do this shit? Like, why? This is something that a lot of people do, and I was guilty of it too for a long time. Nobody takes any kind of like actual steps toward doing this shit that they want to do. You started at one point, and then you almost cut your hand off, and you haven't.
I didn't cut my hand. No, I literally. Okay, so this fucking asshole. So I was.
Explain to us.
I made my first blade, and
Explain what you're doing first, and then explain what happened.
okay, so I decided to make an attempt at forging metal. I would like to I would like to start the hobby, and whether I make money from it or not, I don't care.
No, listen, yeah.
But I would like to develop the skills, learn how to forge metal. Knives, hammers, blades, horseshoes, whatever. Just learn how to make metal and transform it. Everybody starts with making knives.
I actually have a business card of someone I ran into. I don't remember where it was. It might have been Kobolskill. He forged metal, and he did swords and all sorts, and he did shit like the sword from Return of the King, Lord of the Rings Return of the King, like the one that was reforged. Like he had that, he did that. It was a shorter version, maybe like the size of like a master sword or something like that. But he did that and a whole bunch of, and these are like really good work.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I sat there and I was watching like some basic things you could do to try to learn to see if it's for you. There's a couple of different techniques. There's forging, and then there's reduction. There was a reduction technique where you can actually take tempered metal and reduce what it is to a blade, which is what I did. I took I went and bought a file, which is already tempered, and I already had the tools to make a knife out of it.
Right.
Which is what I made. And the problem is, they said, some people have a knack for it, some people have an eye for it, some people do, some people don't. But it takes time. It's something you can develop. Some people get lucky and they have the skill. Well, comes to find out, I had a natural eye, is what I was told by the one person who had done metal forging. When he showed it to him, he's like, you have a pretty damn good eye. This is actually really sharp. I'm like, oh, I know. And I told him a story about how I cut my fucking hand. And he goes, what do you mean? Well, I told him how I prepped it, I wrapped it so I could put the handle on. And apparently, at one point, I grabbed the blade, and I had...
Not even thinking?
It was wrapped for my protection.
Right.
And when I had it palmed, and when I went to slide the handle on, I'm like, the blade was moving. So what did I do? Oh, let me squeeze it. Well, apparently I had made the blade so goddamn sharp, it cut through the protective barrier that I put on it, and cut into my hand. So I had to go to the fire meeting, the monthly meeting that night, with my hand wrapped up in a bandage and a 4-inch cut, which thankfully didn't scar. But I had to deal with a fucking hand bandage for 2 fucking weeks. Because every time I opened and closed my hand, it would fucking split and bleed.
Yeah.
Still have that knife. Still sharp as fuck. Yeah.
But you haven't done anything with it since.
It hurt me. No. But I would like to develop that.
Use
hobby.
ChatGPT to figure out like a cheap and effective way to break into that hobby.
Yeah.
That's exactly...
And I have the shed for it, too. Ooh, excuse me.
I'll use my second story that I put into use ChatGPT as an editor. There we go.
Dude, I have it on my phone. I can do it too. This way you ain't gotta change what you gotta
not
say.
yours. Is it? I think this might be it. It's one of these. Okay, yeah, so this is what I was talking about. I use ChatGPT to actually like break down every single like piece of equipment I would need for every step. I said, break this down. What was the prompt? Oh yeah, based on everything we discussed, can you make a list of every tool I would need, even if I've already mentioned that, I have a blah, 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 sort of a checklist, including polishing, plating, etc. And then they broke down everything I'd have, the stuff I would need, and every cutting kit before workshop folding, material handling, slip rolling. That's going to be the expensive one. Pre-finish, polishing, the degreaser and everything. Stuff like I didn't even take into consideration when I was going through stuff like this. They said when you run it through a slip roller to coarse sand the back of the plate. Never even took it into consideration to take the stress off the back of the plate, kind of like cutting grooves.
Yep.
So when you bend the other side, it doesn't split from the amount of pressure underneath the curve pushing up on the top. I was like, wouldn't even have thought of that until I got through the first plate and like, son of a fuck, and it splits. But there's stuff I'm like, I didn't even consider going through all this. It's like, oh shit, yeah. But just case in point, you'd be like, listen, I'd like to get into forgery. Can you give me a cheap and effective way that, say your budget is $300, that I could get into this to do whatever you're looking to do, and it'll break it down for you, give or take, $100 or so. You might even be able to do it less, but you might be able to do it for free. You go on Facebook, you say, just prompt it and be like, give me a list of things I would need to do, like at-home forgery as a hobby. And they give you a list, and you go on like Facebook Market and all these other places, and you're like, this. All right, let's fucking try this.
Do that.
But will you? But will you? Don't know. I don't even know what Mr. Burns. Anyway. Yeah,
What's up, everybody?
I cut my fingers. I finally wrote that book. I wrote the story. It's not really a book yet. But what I am going to do... Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember who the fuck, I haven't really said a lot about it to many people, but...
Surprise!
Yeah. And then I ended up writing a second story, which I got the rough draft of it. So now I'm going to refine that. I'm sitting on the first one, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm just going to send it to publishers. So I was like, do I self-publish this? Do I just do like a print on demand on Amazon, which everyone does? But I'm like, man, that's hard to get off the ground. And like the whole point of this, it's not even about money. It's like, I want this in libraries and schools to be read. And everything is pointing me in the direction of go traditional route and just put it out to publishers. But like trying to piece together like exactly what I would need, like not a codex, an illustration guide, an illustration guide to put out for whoever they decide to illustrate it. The thing is like, well, if you put it out to publishers, you lose creative control, meaning like the stories and characters are mine, but like if they want to go like it pops off and they want to make a movie about it, I have no say. It's like, all right, well, they can make a movie. Like I could look at it and be like, yeah, that's fine, or be like, this is fucking garbage. But either way, it doesn't matter. So I'm like, is that like I'll get royalty, you get royalty check again. Like this is in the rare instance something like that pops off.
Yeah.
I would still have royalties and all that kind of stuff, but ultimately I would have no say in it. So that's where I was like, that's where my need for control comes in. It's shit that I create. I'm like, oh man, someone else gets their nasty ass mitts in my it's like my ideas.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. So, but I was like, fuck it. Like, I'll put that out there. It's like, we'll see what happens. So that's the plan with that.
Nice.
From an idea about 7 years ago that I wrote down. And one of my letters left. I don't know which one. Oh, there it is. This one. Because when I was at the warehouse, all this crazy ideas, shit that I came up with. Just ideas from different things. It's like I'm ancient.
Well, we are 42 this year.
No, I'm 41 this year. I'll be 42 when I turn 42. Don't age me faster than I already am, right?
What are you talking about, dude? I told you about my doctor's appointment, right? My numbers?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
you did? Someone?
Yeah, I thought I did. So yeah, I went to the doctors for the first time since like 2022.
Right.
A few weeks back. And this was like probably around week 3, probably about week 4 of the carnivore diet.
Mm-hmm.
Heart rate, breath, BPM, breaths per minute, blood pressure, all that stuff.
Okay.
Because the average person takes 18 to 20 breaths a minute.
Right, all right.
All my numbers are as if I'm still in my 20s.
Right.
Blood pressure's perfect. Heart rate's still low. Breaths per minute, 16 to 18. Relaxed. The only thing that she had an issue with, and she said it goes hand in hand with my diet.
Cholesterol.
My good cholesterol was a little high.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's a bad thing.
You did tell me that.
I did, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because we had that discussion
Mhm.
on cholesterol. I do remember that.
You gonna drink that C4?
I told you probably not. Man, I haven't had an energy drink in a long fucking time.
That shit smells fucking delicious.
Probably does, but you're not having it either.
It's a gift, I know.
So,
Delicious.
minus all that, we had the State of the Union,
Yes.
and it was fucking long.
SOTU. SOTU.
It was long. It was like an hour and 45 minutes, something like that. It was a long one. Of course, Democrats are complaining. It's so fucking long. It's full of lies. I'm like, lies? All right. And then there was, I think CNN put out like a list of fact checks and everything based on their list. And I would say conservatively, half of their fact checks they weren't even fact checks. Let me see if I can bring it up. They weren't even fact checks. It was more opinions on an opinion that Trump had. And I'm like, you can't fact check an opinion. But I'm like, okay. I think this is it. Yes, it is.
I thought you had art.
Who?
Oh, yeah, you do. Right in front of me. Duh, never mind.
Oh, NECA put out art.
Did they?
A couple variations of them.
No shit. I'm surprised
Yeah.
you don't have him yet.
I haven't gotten any NECA anything in a while. There's actually, they just released their new line for this year, coming year, and they're finally releasing part 8 and 9 Friday the 13th. I'm like, Jeff, fucking finally! So I can complete that. Let's see. False statements at the State of the Union. Misleading claims on gas. Trump falsely claims he inherited record inflation. Trump falsely claimed that he was given a previous address in the Congress early last year. He had just inherited inflation at record levels. Okay, he added a bit later the former President Joe Biden of his congressional allies, his congressional allies gave us the worst inflation in the history of our country. Okay, so no, that wasn't the worst inflation in the history of the country, because that was, what was it, back in 1920. And that was an all-time high of 23.7%. But that was right before the Great Depression. But Trump said they inherited the worst inflation in U.S. history I'm sorry. He said, okay, just inherited inflation at record levels, quote and end quote. And then this says Trump didn't inherit the worst inflation in U.S. history. But Trump didn't say he inherited the worst inflation in U.S. history. He said at record levels. I'd say 9.1% is maybe, what, top 5?
Yeah.
So it's up there. So that was, that was one of them. And we're like, now come on. There's one on gas. Where is it? Countries paying. Oh, no. Where are budget? Trump also claims he. Immigration. There's an unsupported claim about migrants' prisons. Claim that under migration in the U.S. under Biden, they poured in by millions and millions from prisons, mental institutions. Okay, factor falsely claims he ended 8 wars. Unusual. Many other speeches he has claimed that foreign countries have deliberately emptied their prisons and mental institutions to send undesirable citizens to the U.S. as migrants. Tuesday phrasing still left open the impression of some massive number of former prisoners, people from mental institutions, had entered the U.S. under Biden, but they did. He has never provided any reference. Ended 8 wars. Said about nuclear weapons.
I want to look at something while you're doing that.
Trump's inaccurate claims about. I don't know where the hell it is. What's at the bottom? There was. No, not that either. I don't know where it is. Well, I know one of the things I said during the State of the Union is one of the things that Trump is talking about. That there was a thing he said about stopping states, I think Washington State in particular, from stealing kids for gender-affirming care, whatever it was, like that. So this is from the Washington Stand. It said, okay, so this is 16 states demand SCOTUS intervention to stop Washington State's sanctioned kidnapping law. So 16 states have drawn a firm line in defense of parental authority and child protection. No minor should ever be subject to life-altering gender reassignment procedures of abortions, especially without their parents' full knowledge and consent. Yet Washington State Bill 5599, widely condemned across the nation as a, quote, state-sanctioned kidnapping law, does exactly the opposite. It empowers runaway minors to vanish into state-funded shelters to receive taxpayer-supported gender-affirming interventions or abortions, all while cutting their parents out entirely. Many view Washington's law bankroll the taxpayers represent dangerous government, overreach, and serves scared of blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this was brought up during this, during the State of the Union, okay? So this was fact-checked. Like, well, that's not a true thing. Okay, well, so the stranger, this was a fact check. This is from April 19th, 2023, in regards to this. It says the fact check. No, Washington did not just pass a law allowing the state to kidnap and transgendify children. By this. This is their fact check. Yes. Okay. So it says it does not eliminate requirements to notify parents, and it is specifically intended to reunify children to the families. Okay, here it is. They must, yeah, okay, so they must relay the information. All right, Washington's law is clear. The licensed homeless shelters or programs that accept children must inform the parents, hometown police, and hometown police department of the child's mental and physical state, where they are and how they got there. They must relay the information within 24 to 72 hours, unless there is evidence of abuse, understandable, the child is seeking an abortion, that's whether you agree with it or not, whatever. Or the child is pursuing gender-affirming care. That's their fact check. The exact same thing that they said not true, and the fact check says it's true.
Oh, God.
I was like, now wait a minute. You can't have both at the same time.
Nuh-uh, this isn't my cake. I'm eating my cake.
Yeah.
I was given this cake. I can have my cake and eat it too.
I think I'll have it now.
Oh, am I going to survive? Look at me.
That was one example. I was like, wait a minute. I had to look into it. I was like, and I looked it up. I was like, fuck, man. But then I went through like all the fact checks and like, do I want to go through all these? Because I went through the one. I'm like, well, that's not true. And some other ones, like I said, there were fact checks. And like when he said, it's like, our country's booming the way it's never boomed before. I'm like, well, that's not really, that's just a hyperbolic bullshit statement, which Trump always fucking says. And they fact check it. It was like, well, their fact check was like, well, he likes to say these things. So like, one, that's an opinion. And two, you didn't even fact check anything. You just said so. Yeah, he says these things. Like, what the fuck? What are you pinging that for?
Well, did you hear? Did you see? It wasn't the State of the Union. He had he made a speech somewhere in the Congress or in the Senate, wherever it was, and he talked about who here by standing, show your support feels American
citizens should be taken care of first before anyone else, like illegal.
You saw
immigrants.
that?
And like every fucking Democrat didn't stand up or applaud or anything.
Yeah, and he looked. You're disgusting. That's disgusting. He called them right out.
I know, and it's funny because I watched that and I'm like, what really got me is I think it was right at the beginning when he asked that the child there to stand up, who was an immigrant who got hit by, it was a U.S. citizen that hit her, and it was an immigrant, and she had gone through, like, she had pulled through, obviously, because she was there, and he asked her to basically stand up, her and her parents, and wave, and everyone stood up to applaud, and none of the Democrats did. I'm like, I swear.
Well, one more interesting fun thing you might get a good kick out of. I haven't had time to research it because I just found it. I heard it earlier today. There was a video I saw on TikTok of a girl talking about, the Democrats pushing for citizenship for unborn children.
I think I did. This is like a little, not old, but maybe a month or so. I think I did hear that. Because what's funny is like, now wait a minute.
The Democrats, well, hold on. The Democrats were like, no, these unborn children that are coming in with these refugees, asylum-seeking refugees,
right.
illegal aliens, criminal migrants, they have rights, but they're unborn. Well, we're gonna put this bill forward that gives these unborn children rights. That makes the fetus means they have a right. Oh, okay, so
like,
what about the Americans?
Every pro-lifer is like, oh no. Which I did hear that. And
yeah, so that's legit.
I heard about that, and I'm like, you basically just like, you're arguing to the right about this thing, and then every single person on the right, at least pro-life, or even like a milquetoast fence sitter, they're like, okay. So it's like, as soon as you do that, what's funny is as soon as, let's say that whole thing pans out, and as soon as they would push that bill, I believe this would be one thing that Republicans or conservatives, whatever, would go, you know what? Give them this one, because that will set a precedent. And then anything they say after that about abortion is completely nixed, because they just set a precedent that says the fetus is a person. You can't murder the person. And I'm like, oh boy, they just backed themselves into a corner. I did hear that, though. I did hear that. You were talking about this clip before, the students or whatever like that.
Oh, yeah. They asked them the day before, so you watched the State of the Union, and what did you think? 1 to 10, 0, negative. Yeah, it doesn't happen until the next day, but okay, sure.
Yeah.
Now you can go down here and do it too, right?
No, I ain't got no volume on it.
Go down here, see the volume on it.
Why don't I just do this? There we go. Yeah. At least he's like, I didn't watch it. At least there's one. Yeah, at least there's one that's like, I thought it was, what? Yeah, but, so yes, I did see that clip too. I heard it was like the Daily Wire pulling out a good one again. But, yeah, so that was the State of the Union. But like I said, it was like an hour and 45 minutes long. I was like, fuck, man, this is long. But the whole time he was just like dunking on the Democrats. And there was a whole bunch of different things. The cameraman for the State of the Union, oh boy, he deserves an award. Because there were some points in there where he would specifically, okay, so when Trump was saying they want to make, all right, insider trading, that was one. They're like, you know, we're going to pass this bill to make insider trading just blatantly illegal. So you can anyway, but but they're like actually going to actively go after it. Who is one of the first ones that they
Pelosi.
Yes.
Please tell me you have a video.
I'd probably find one.
I got it.
Okay.
On it.
A second one that they did, which was actually hilarious.
Pelosi.
So Trump's talking about these people are pillaging our economy and the people in it. And who pillages?
Vikings.
And
Pirates.
right. Okay. So What like country is like known for pirating nowadays?
China?
No.
Africa?
No.
Jerusalem?
No. What?
I don't fucking know. Wait, there's pirates? Somalia. Somalian pirates.
Right.
Okay.
So what are they talking about? Like, so Trump's talking about like Somalian pirates, or like,
Daycares.
right? Who do you think they pan to immediately after he brings...
AOC?
No.
Waswami?
No.
The chick with the...
Ilhan Omar.
Yeah. I couldn't think of her name.
Yeah. They pan right to her. I was like, oh man. Is that on CNN?
Yeah.
Because she was asked about it right after on CNN. Oh, that's January. What? That was way back. That was
J6.
yeah, so that's an older interview. No, there's one.
Trump.
It might be.
No insider.
Let me see if I can find
Trading.
it. The Pelosi tracker. Yeah, you can find it. You can make the same move she makes in the stock market.
Let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information. They stood up, but I'd like to know that Nancy Pelosi stand up.
Doubt it.
Stop insider trading act without delay.
Here's Ilhan Omar. But she's like.
Yeah, if you could see, I couldn't find it because, of course, you know what? Let me try DuckDuckGo.
Here it is. I think this might be. No, wait. Let's see. After State of the Union. Oh, that's a tear up. That's one too. He brought up like gas prices. He's like, gas prices are like $1.99 around the country, and he got fact checked. He's like, well, actually, the average is $2.50. Is like, okay, fine. Average is $2.50. Still way fucking lower than it was a year ago. Oh, that's a full clip.
It's not. It's just showing the whole place now. Unless they're cut. I don't see Nancy. That guy looks pissed.
The fuck is my money? It's my nest egg.
Oh, he's doing the pissed off clap. Like, okay, smartass.
All right, fine. I like how he gets some to applaud and he still fucking cuts him down. Here's the thing on that. Oh no, that's fucking January 6th. It's the same.
No, we don't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 4-year invasion from Russia and Ukraine. Speaking of...
No, pull the fucking country.
Yeah, I know, seriously, but speaking of Ukraine, I got, there's more Epstein shit that I had written down from a while ago. One of the things on the Epstein list, like more that came out in the files, was the Rothschilds and Jeffrey Epstein email threatened to, email. The threat discussed potential war in Ukraine and the opportunities of the upheaval. This is from March 18th of 2014, the same day as Putin annexed Crimea. So they were discussing, hey, there's financial gain in this bullshit popping off right now, and if things go off, like, we could swoop in.
Did you hear about Hillary, her response? Her what's the word I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
Her rebuttal
To
her involvement with Epstein.
I have not. I've only heard clips. I have not listened or.
She has gone on record, doubled and tripled down. I have never met Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes,
I never hung
do.
out with him.
I did hear that.
There's pictures of them together. No, hold on.
We're never gonna know.
I have literally made a comment to somebody. Maybe not you. I literally made a comment to somebody. I go, you know what's fucked up? You know, the whole body switch Epstein thing. You know,
right.
All of a sudden he's in jail. Ghislaine's got nothing. She's got, 20 years on Club Fed, whatever. I go, how fucking ironic would it be if Epstein was just the fucking face? He wasn't the mastermind. What
like
if
the financial backing?
What if he got all of this that he accumulated because he just happened to be the guy like, yeah, I'll be the face of all this. If shit pops off, if shit goes south, I'll be the fall guy. Just take care of me. Give me my island. Give me my plane. Give me my millions.
The problem is because we're never going to actually know. It's viable.
Because he's
maybe
dead.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah. At
least he didn't shit his pants on stage. Allegedly.
Man, I don't know. After the 4chan post there from that one, the guard, the security guard or whatever it was that put it out hours beforehand, and then the pictures of Epstein, like, well, his nose deflated partially when he died. It's possible, but again, I don't think we're ever gonna know.
No.
We're never gonna know anything that happens, and everything that's out now, it's not anything concrete that stands right out until everything's gone through, and it probably won't even be anything concrete after that.
No.
And anything that does happen to come out, there's going to be half the country that doesn't believe it. Unless it, like, specifically Republicans, I feel as though if something comes out against Trump, most of them would be like, okay, string them up. Most of them. There's still going to be your hardcore MAGA right Republicans that are like, oh no, he's innocent.
But the same could be said for Biden, could be said for Obama, could be said for Bush.
Yes.
You're going to find anybody and everybody, you're going to find people on both sides that are going to be like, fucking nail them. And I really hope I'm right about that. I really hope, like Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, any Democrat you can name, any Republican you can name, doesn't matter. If it's a Democrat, I really genuinely hope enough of them go, you know what? Fucking nailed. As would as I hope the Republicans do the same.
I think
if it's a Republican, I hope the Republicans go, nail him.
I think a majority of them will. What's frustrating is if all this comes out and it proves Trump's innocent, they still won't believe it. They'll be like, oh, it's fake.
He buried it. He did this. He
Right.
omitted. Yeah.
Or like in 2008, evidently he was the first whistleblower
Yeah.
that got Epstein fucking in trouble the first time in 2008. But even so, with that, like, the left is just not going to believe it. It's like the only way the Epstein files will be 100% factually accurate is if something implicates Trump as 100% guilty of something. Which that in and of itself should tell anybody, be like, hey, maybe my thought process is wrong because in my head he's already guilty no matter what. And if it's anything but guilty, well, then it's fake. I was like, isn't there something wrong there?
It's funny that you say it like that because I was just thinking left and right. Doesn't matter what side of the fence you're on. Whoever gets implicated, no one's going to believe it's real until someone gets arrested.
That's the problem. Is until something's done. A lot of these people are great at talking about problems and like identifying them, but nothing's ever fucking done. Ever. And it won't be here. And that's the most frustrating thing. That's why when this stuff first started coming out before this last email dump, I was reluctant. Like I think we talked about it 1 week and a little bit a second week, but I was like, this is pointless because one, it's just gonna raise more questions, and two, even if something comes out of it, what's going to be done? Right now we have Bill and Hillary Clinton that are on Capitol Hill discussing shit. And what do they say? It's like, well, Hillary's doing the talking. And they're like, I never met him before in my life. I'm like, of course you didn't. Now,
I've noticed a pattern with that family. I never met him in my life.
To be fair.
I didn't have sex with that woman.
To be fair, if Bill was the one that was involved in all this, he probably wouldn't want the old hag to come along with him. Like, God, you're just going to fucking... So, I get it, Bill. I get it.
Trying to get laid, not get fucking arrested.
Slick Willie doesn't want the fucking old hag to... This swamp hag. Oh, hi, Hillary.
I did not have sex with that woman. I did not
pointing
have
at
sex
his wife. Are you sure? That horse tooth fucking...
You mean Chelsea?
Yeah.
Where technically oral counts as anal?
What? Oh, God.
How's that face? That one picture you know what I'm talking about?
I think yes. I do know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah. So, all right. So, Jeffrey Epstein, Larry Cohen, Bill Gates. Okay, yeah. First off, here's another thing that came out in the files. Human cloning designer babies. You hear about this?
Genetic modifications and stuff like that?
Genetic modifications, but there's also his designer babies where Jeffrey Epstein was going to have a multitude of women breed with him, you know, to, I'm assuming, to outnumber the Goyim, which is us, buddy.
Oh, I know. There's a place, there's a city in New Jersey that has been making its rounds on social media, TikTok. People are doing like interviews, audits.
All Jews?
Yep.
That's New York.
No. I know about the place in New York.
Okay.
But this place, literally, the guy walks through and he's like talking to people, and like people are driving by saying shit to him. It's a Jewish community place based. I got the TikTok video.
Was it in winter?
No.
Okay.
Hold on.
There was a YouTube video that I think Asma might have covered it, but it was like an hour and 40 minutes long. But it was a guy going through this Jewish community in New York, and it was all Hasidic Jews, and it was 100. And then when he asked, the guy would ask like, "What do you do for work? Like, what do you do?" He goes, "Oh," and all their like standard response is like, "I'm a student." There were like people 60-something years old walking by like, oh, I'm a student. I was like, where the fuck are you getting all this money then from? Like, what?
Hold on, first, before I find out here. Check this out. I love this one. Why didn't we grow up with Teletubbies like this?
AI
No,
Teletubbies.
fuck your wife. All right, let me find the video.
Oh, jeez.
I sent it. I know I sent it, and it's gonna be back a ways because fucking these guys send some fucking. Jesus Christ. Wait, no, maybe I sent it to just him.
Yeah, so there was the human cloning designer babies. There's also Jeffrey Epstein, Larry Cohen, and Bill Gates discussed a strain pandemic simulation model 1 year before COVID-19.
Did I send
See-
it to you?
Zelensky looked for guidance from Jeffrey Epstein in 2019.
How much you want to bet it's one of the ones that are saying this post is unavailable?
It's possible. Well, I don't know why they would do that, though, because that's not that big of a... Like, all right, it's a Jewish community, whatever. Why would they strike that one down? You know what's kind of wild now? Like, with all this stuff with Jeffrey Epstein, like, referring to us as Goyim and, like, talking about stock market crash, not crashes, but they were talking about... There's one email in particular. Okay, so that's not going to come up there. Five. Is it? No. Where the hell?
Wow. Lakewood, New Jersey.
Oh. Okay, this is the same guy. Yeah, that's the one they're all like, oh, I'm a student. I'm like, every fucking person's a student. He pays for it. Why can't I have 12 kids? He pays for his. Oh yeah, a leak email discusses genetic modification to black fetuses to increase their intelligence.
Sometimes it's like, here you go, and you just watch it come to life.
Yeah. It's like, here's the joke. What are you gonna do with it? I can't do anything with it. See, hung out with Fidel Castro, the former Prince Andrew had close ties with, Jeffrey Epstein, and at this point it says the king's ready to work with authorities if need be. A year after the king stripped Andrew, yeah, that's the thing too. This is a year after King stripped Andrew of his title.
Yep.
So the question is, okay, does him and the family know more than what they're leading on about Andrew and his ties to Epstein, the shit that's come out since, and now he was arrested? You know what's funny? I have this in the notes here, talking about Mel Gibson. Because you know how, like, fucking world just crashed around Mel Gibson after Passion of the Christ, and that
Yeah.
his drunk tirade in like 2007, 8, whenever it was around there,
He definitely.
where he was like, "Oh man," and like when the Passion of the Christ, everyone's like, "Ah, but, yeah, the Jews are kind of Jewy in that movie," like like they're striking. I was like, well, yeah, but now everyone's looking at that and be like, well. Yeah. He's had a lot of claims about how Hollywood was kind of I guess, how did he put it? It was like a dark place, and I think he said, made claim that, oh, yeah, all right, so it was outright. It was Hollywood elitists drinking blood, spirit cooking, and the pedo rings, etc. And then he made like light of some of that in the movie Sound of Freedom, which is his movie.
Yep.
What's funny is, do you remember when Passion of the Christ came out and how controversial it was?
Oh yeah.
Right? What's wild is that was more controversial than Cuties. Remember Cuties on Netflix? It was like all those like preteen kids, the dancers,
Yeah.
and they were like sexualizing them and stuff. That got less blowback than Passion of the Christ. Fucking explain that one to me. Yeah. What did I put? Oh, I said, the thing is, I think this would be intellectually dishonest to claim. Yeah, it would be intellectually dishonest to claim all these allegations are 100% true. But it is also intellectually dishonest to say that all these allegations are 100% false. If anything, this should motivate people to demand an investigation into all these claims to prove whether or not they are true or not. Anybody that doesn't think we need to investigate either believes it's false, but there is a possibility something may be true that hurts their argument, or it's true and there's a possibility something may be false that hurts their argument.
Oh. We've never been recording this whole time.
Hey, oh, now we're up. What's up, everybody?
Hey, welcome to the show. It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, then I made a point here. This is Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna, the Democrat and Republican that came together to like get the Epstein Transparency Act. They found 6 names. Yeah, they found 6 names in 2 hours of going through the redacted files that were never released. And they're like, what the fuck? And that's when Pam Bondi, it was like a week and a half ago or whatever it was in a hearing to answer the questions like, how come these weren't these were redacted, and by the act that we passed, they weren't supposed to be? Pam Bondi should have been fired after the fucking Tesla bombing thing, and nothing was fucking done. Like,
Yeah.
she's done an absolute fucking garbage job. Like, Trump would be like, listen, you gotta go, bitch. Bye.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
She was up there, and I watched this. I watched her hearing, and talk about deflection. Holy shit. She was up there, and they were asking her questions about why were these people redacted, and she would completely go off in a direction and be like, the economy is 50,000 points up, and this has nothing to fucking do with what you're asking at all. It's like, you're off. You know what it reminded me of is when she was pressed on something, she folded like origami and started arguing like a fucking 10th grade girl in fucking high school. It would just immediately go off and just get emotional and just start spewing off about shit that had nothing to do with anything that she was being pressed on. Well, you did this. I'm like,
Oh, okay, yeah.
what the fuck? It's like, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Like a high school girl. So I watched all that, and see Epstein, trying to deflect the Epstein files and Maxwell clemency. That was another thing too, is when Ghislaine Maxwell, they were asking her a bunch of questions, and the whole time she's like, I plead the fifth, I plead the fifth, I plead the fifth. It's like, bitch, they gave you a fucking better deal, a better cell. You got moved from max penitentiary prison to basically a fucking
Living
club fed.
Club Fed, yeah.
And it's like, okay, but now you got to give us something. No. I'm like,
I plead the fifth.
that's exactly what she did. It's like, you need to go back in the fucking box then. And they're like, and actually, we should get put back in a box, take a bed and shit her away from you, and be like, you just sit in that corner. You think about what you did.
Oh, I can picture. You remember the episode of Futurama where Fry goes into the Forbidden Kingdom when Leela finds the Cyclops guy?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I feel like an animal, caged, letting my waist drop wherever it falls. Animals go in the corner. The corner? Why didn't I think of that? Take her bed and shit her away. If she's smart enough to figure out to put it in the corner, all right.
She can have the shitter back. Yeah, but so I watched the Pam Bondi thing. It's like, oh my god, the whole fucking thing it's all corrupt. The whole fucking thing's bullshit. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, you got the Steele dossier, so the left wing people coming up with the bullshit things, Russia collusion.
Yeah.
Okay, that was bullshit. Redacted names and conspirators and unredacted victims, which was fucking stupid too. So you have a list. You have all the files come out, and there's a whole bunch of redacted names, 6 of which that they found within 2 hours. But it's right next to unredacted victims, which weren't supposed to be released.
Yeah.
Like, what are we fucking doing here? I was like, okay, maybe it was a mistake. Whatever. You got murder and trafficker illegals. They're coming across. The DOJ not working with victims. That was one thing too. The DOJ had not there were victims that were like, hey, they're willing to work with you, and they're just fucking completely ignoring them. I was like, what are we doing here? I thought we wanted to get to the bottom of this shit. At the current DOJ, I'm like, what the fuck? Fraud in the U.S. tied to the government, macro and micro, like Somalia and shit like that. So I'm like, okay, so like, I put like, if the Democrats cared about trafficking and pedophiles, they would address the problems with the illegal immigrants, which they don't. So it's all fucking bullshit. They don't give a shit about trafficking. They don't give a shit about pedophiles. They only care about what's going to hurt the other side. If it doesn't do anything to them...
Only man bad, what can we do to hurt?
Yeah, if it doesn't do it, it's not even that. I mean, it is that right now, but if Trump wasn't in office and someone else was, it would be what can hurt the other party so we can get back in power. That's the only thing they care about. Anything is just virtue signaling. It's like, pat me on the back. Look how good of a person I am. But at the same time, I said Republicans, if they cared, they'd address hiding of the elite identification in the Epstein files. Oh, shit. Well, I guess there were people in there. But again, going back... with Democrats, they're no fucking better with the Epstein files either, because they had the whole thing for 4 fucking years and didn't do a goddamn thing about it.
The Epstein thing popped off with Obama, so there was there could have been some shit dropped then.
Yeah, the Epstein, the initial one, and then, but that wasn't like trafficking minors. That was in 2019 when he was arrested, which was under Trump's first administration. Or his first term, and then Biden had that. They had all the paperwork, they had all the emails and everything. Then didn't say a word about it. No one gave a shit then. Which is still kind of baffling me. Like when Trump ran on it and he brought it out in the limelight, I'm like, why? Why? If this is what I don't understand. Maybe some left-wing people are gonna explain it to me. It's like if Trump knew he was in there, and there was something in those files that he could be implicated in. Why would, of all people, he be the one to run hit part of his campaign trail, one of the big cornerstones of it, on releasing the Epstein list, or the files, or whatever you want to call it?
You know,
it doesn't fucking make sense to me. And a lot of people say, people have been like, well, he's an idiot. I'm like, listen. He's a multi-billionaire. He's had plenty of businesses that have been successful and failures. Guess what? Walt Disney himself bankrupted himself 7 fucking times before he got everything off the ground. So telling me like, oh, he went bankrupt, that's a poor... if you look at some kind of failure like that as like, well, he's a failure because he failed here, then you obviously have never fucking tasted success in your life. Because to get to the successful part of your life, you gotta fucking eat a lot of crow and you gotta go through some failures. That's the way it works. The fact that he's the president of the United States kind of tells me that, well, maybe he's not an idiot.
You know who would be a good person to get on and give us an answer for that question?
Ooh.
I think he would be a good person to get on.
I would love to debate him. There's numerous people I would love to have sit here and be like, listen, let's shoot shit right now.
I would love to be the moderator.
Well, I don't even need a moderator.
I want to be the moderator. Shut up.
I want to know where you're getting like your thought process from. Like that's what I would like tell him, or there's a few people, like I said, be like, where are you coming from? Although there's some of them that I usually debate and stuff now where it's kind of going milquetoast, and they're being like, well, I'm not a Democrat either. I'm like, oh, now you're not. Okay. So I see what we're doing here. Yeah, so they're both fucking disgrace. They're both a fucking...
Left and the right.
What did I put here? Oh, this isn't Pizzagate. Instead, it's funny how the owner of Comet Ping Pong Pizza was the boyfriend to the founder of Media Matters, the same source that debunked Pizzagate under the allegations that they were actually never made. Oh, yeah, the allegations that were never made when they said, oh, Hillary is a devil-worshipping person running the whole underground. So I made this point. I think I was watching like a whole breakdown of the story. What had happened back in, was it 2016? When Pizzagate came out, is there were people that made they pointed out some things. They're like, okay, there's people using this terminology, cheese pizza, grape soda, whatever. And the pedophile symbol, like that triangle, like that kind of, it's like looked like the fucking portal from Zelda, but it was a triangle. It was that. And as soon as it was made light of like, hey, this pizza parlor has this, they like immediately changed it so it was just a triangle after that. And people would point things out. It was things like that they'd point out. They didn't connect it to like, Hillary Clinton or anything like that. It was a staffer, I believe, of Hillary Clinton that was connected to Pizzagate. Then what happened was mainstream media got hold of the whole Pizzagate story, and what they did was lump it all together, put the spin on like Hillary Clinton, like they were your crazy outliers, be like, Hillary Clinton's a fucking lizard person. So they take that, mix it in with all the other stuff, pumped out the story that these people think Hillary Clinton's running this child sex ring trafficking bullshit scandal, and then they push that story out. So everyone looked at him and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then this guy that goes there, and then I think we've read it before, it's like then he happens to fire this one shot into this like yeah, we read it before. It's like the cameras that always film, like, we're on this pizza place one day, we're off of it, this one shot got fired, went conveniently through the pizza parlor into these computer things, erased everything. So there's all that. But then, like I said, like here, the owner of Ping Pong Pizza was the boyfriend to the founder of Media Matters. That was the source that debunked Pizzagate. Completely. I mean, just coincidence. Complete coincidence. I don't know. Yeah.
Great. You said all that shit about Hillary. Now we're going to die.
There was other things too.
I mean, we're going to commit suicide.
There was other things too, like they're now saying that's I got a video clip on here about the left goes so far left they go racist, and then for have you seen it?
No.
No. Let's see if I can find it.
What was I say? It's click videos. Got it.
All right, go ahead. I think. Yeah, okay. I logged on to this one. No, not that. There it is.
You got it, or
Yeah. Hey. Why do I not have sound?
send it to me.
I was just listening to this earlier before you came over.
How's your volume on that? What's the video called? From Sean Riddick.
Well, that's one of them. Just type in Minnesota.
What am I typing?
I put Minnesota. N-word.
Minnesota
Just because you don't want to get fucking strike down.
N-word. Minnesota woman rakes in over $500,000 after calling boy with autism the N-word.
No. No, they're talking about it was an ICE agent.
Minnesota and
Oh yeah, that's an. You know what I mean? So the. So, I'm like, now wait a minute. How come it's okay now? When did that become a thing? So I'm like, wow, they went so far left. Now they're the right wing that they hate.
that's you hear him clear as day.
I know. Wait.
So wait, trans people get the pass?
Apparently.
I'm part Puerto Rican. They say it.
Wait a minute.
So does that mean I have a pass?
I mean, you might.
Were considered
Where is it? You gotta see something here that I saw. I'm like, what the fuck? This is hilarious. I fucking laughed my ass off during this.
twice. Yeah.
Okay.
Breaking. Tourette's campaigner John Davidson allegedly interrupted the ceremony by shouting the N-word at Michael B. Jordan. Uh-huh.
Going on out and delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night. They're a vital part of movie making. We're here to celebrate. Going on out and delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night. They're a vital part of movie making.
That's the guy on the bottom.
Yeah.
He's screaming it.
He's got Tourette's.
Everybody's silent. Everybody heard that shit. And the thing is, he waited for the applause to end, bro. Like, bro, this guy waited for the best possible moment. Oh my God.
So,
And so apparently this guy.
yeah. So, here's the thing that's funny about that. The fallout from it. So the left is saying, well, because he thought it, he's racist. They're like, it's not quite how Tourette's works. But, okay. So, of course, there's a whole bunch of people who are like, well, he's racist now. I'm like, oh my God. What about that guy we just watched today? He's an ICE protest. And he's
trans.
Yeah, and he's dropping. Yeah, he's dropping N-bombs, but he's safe from it. Yeah, you're right, because he's trans. He's safe. I feel bad.
But a guy who has a medical diagnosis.
He's like mortified from it too. Like he feels awful, so I feel bad for him. But like the whole thing, the way because it's he's right. It's like the perfect fucking time. They clap and they hold the applause and they stop. And they go. I heard it. I just started. I was crying. I was laughing so hard. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Huh."
And they're there.
It's a good one.
For a disability
Yeah.
award.
Well, they weren't. They were. He was like a spokesperson for like representation or representing like whatever foundation or whatever they was doing for the disability of Tourette's. But he was there, and I'm like, man, maybe. And then it's like, okay, so what do you do about it? Do you never invite Tourette's people to your awards again anymore? Actually, it's funny, during his chat, someone goes, maybe just never invite black people to any of the awards anymore. I'm like, well, I mean, you're going to upset one group or the other. So, I mean, or just maybe not put that guy next to a hot mic. What?
That's a video game, please.
In the first battle of the night, you're a vital part of movie making. We're here to celebrate. Making the first battle of the night, you're a vital part of movie making.
Well, yeah, so. On that note.
Here you go.
Yeah. Oh, look at it go. It's getting out of control.
Oh, fuck. That's comical.
You know what's nice? You know what's nice now? We can laugh about things like this again. Not like it was 4 years ago.
Oh, God.
When if you said like mRNA, you get fucking castrated. Well, we can laugh about things like this. We can laugh about the inappropriate things that are like, man, this is terrible, but it's fucking hilarious. We open it with some motivational speeches.
Because what do we do to people, especially men, who really need it?